Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Tanar here. We're going to be talking about lights in Minecraft today. Why, might you ask? Well, because not everybody knows everything. And I certainly forgot a few of the light sources that are available in the game when making this video, so hopefully we'll get that covered. It's been wonderful since they've made the changes to Minecraft to where a light level of 1 or higher on a block does prevent mob spawns as far as hostile mobs. And we're going to just cover some of the basics here. So this is a lantern and it produces a light level of 15 in the game. That means that the block that it is on is 15. Then the next block next to it is 14, 13, etc. But it's not as simple as that. You got to be careful in Minecraft. That's right. You're sneaky. So what you got to look at is we're going to really quick use a mod and we're going to look at the actual distribution of the light first before we get started in covering all the blocks that I've found and their different configurations. So if we look and I turn that on, see that the tool here in Java lights it up for us and we can see the actual light distribution from this lantern. As you can see, right next to it is 14, but at a diagonal it's 13, then 11, then 9, or 11 and 9, 7, etc. So you got to be really careful, especially as you're getting further and further away. You're going to need a few more lanterns than you may otherwise think, or other light sources if you're trying to prevent them all from being 0. And you just need to have them overlap. And then, no worry about hostile mob spawns in any region that you're looking at. Now, that being said, sometimes it's up to you as to whether or not you want mobs to spawn. Maybe you like the aesthetic better and you're just going to sleep at night every time and never forget and never get blown up by a creeper. But then there's people like me, and I definitely will get blown up by a creeper, so I try to make sure all my bases are lit well. All right, let's go over here and we're going to start all the way over on the far right hand side with technically 1. The reason I call it technically 1 is because, again, the block that it's on is actually the block that is lit up to 1. And if we look at this, we've got, first thing is a small amethyst bud. This can be gotten with a silk touch pickaxe. This is the dragon egg. And of course, you have to use a little bit of shenanigans to get that one. This is just a regular sculk sensor. This is a calibrated sculk sensor. And these all produce a light level of 1 technically. But what I said earlier, it's not really a great thing because if you look, that 1 is actually coming from over there, but it's 0 for all the way around these blocks on your light levels. The light level of absolutely 0. It's very sad. Next is the light level of 2, which is the medium amethyst bud. I don't know if any others that produce 2. I've been looking, can't find them. But the medium amethyst bud does, and so it deserves a spot of its own up on the shelf. Number 3 is candles. We start with candles. The light level of 3 is candles, any color candle, as long as it's lit. Magma cubes, and respawn anchors with 1 glowstone in them. 0 glowstone equals 0 light, 1 glowstone equals 3 light. Next step up is light level of 4, and we end up with a large amethyst and a oxidized copper bulb. Now, the thing about the copper bulbs is that they are very, very unique in that as they age, they produce different light levels, which is kind of cool. You want to stop them at a particular age, though, in order to maintain that light level. This is, of course, the bottom end, so you wouldn't have to wax this one or anything else like that. But I went ahead and used the waxed one just for this representation. And again, that's a light level of 4 for those 2 items there. And we get to light level of 5, and we have the, not black concrete, we have the amethyst cluster at 5. The actual full-grown amethyst cluster. Again, these amethysts can all be silk-touched. And it's a good thing. Now, the problem with using these respawn anchors, by the way, as I get distracted in the overworld, is you accidentally right-click this, you're not going to have a good day. It's going to go bada boom. All right, where do we leave off? We left off at number 6, which is 2 candles. 2 candles gets you 6 light. Okay. And also a sculpt catalyst does as well. And 1 single sea pickle. Single sea pickle equals 6. Okay. Light source is 6. Then we can hop over to 7. Ooh, there's a lot more light sources in Minecraft than you ever would have thought, huh? Definitely different than back in the days of just the torches. All right, now number 7 is an ended chest. Now, thanks to parity, the enchanting table even on Java produces a light level of 6. No, 7 rather. A light level of 7, as well as a respawn anchor that has 2 glowstone applied to it. And, of course, everybody's favorite, the redstone torch. This is kind of embarrassing. I also did not obviously forget the glow lichen. The glow lichen has a light level of 7. That's right, a light level of 7 for the glow lichen. Hopefully that's the last one I missed. If I didn't miss any more than that, I'll be very happy. And let's continue on. Heading right over to 8, we have the waxed weather, the wax weathered copper bulb. Yes, wax weathered copper bulb, or the copper bulb that's weathered right here. That produces a light level of 8, and that's the only thing that produces a light level of 8. Let me get past these barrier blocks and whatnot. Now on to 9. 9, we have to jump up to 3 candles to get a light level of 9, or 2 sea pickles. Right there, just 2 sea pickles. Gets you a light level of 9. Now we're starting to get a little bit more per row here. We're going to get to 10 with a soul torch, a soul lantern, which is kind of weird that it only produces 10, but it does. The soul campfire also produces 10, and just your regular crying obsidian produces 10. Alright, so during editing, I definitely didn't realize that I had left out soulfire by itself as a light source, and that is a light source of 10. Definitely didn't forget. It was here the entire time. Must be something wrong with your guys' screens if you don't see it in earlier footage. And then we get over to 11. 11 is the respawn anchor again. The respawn anchor again is 11, and that's when you have 3 glowstone in it. Get up to 4 candles right here, and that's going to be a light level of 12. And 3 sea pickles gets you a light level of 12 as well. An exposed copper bulb gets you a light level of 12. All right. Cool, huh? Now 14. Now on 14, I did some shenanigans just a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad on the shenanigans. I'm going to demonstrate. I just wanted to demonstrate something to you. All right. So this is a torch, and it gets you a light level of 14. This is lava. Now, the reason that I've included it at all is just to demonstrate how light levels kind of work in Minecraft. So lava isn't just 14, it's technically 15. But if it's down inside like that into a block, it's going to be a 14. That's going to be a 13 there, and a 13 there, and a 13 there, and a 13 there. And that goes for any of these, like your sea pickles and all these other stuff, and your candles. If you inset them down, you've got to take into consideration the height, and it's going to go down by 1. So just keep that in mind. Then we have a end rod, which you can either craft or steal from end cities. Then we have glow berries, and that's all of the light level 14s. Oh, now we do have some 13s, but they're honorable mentions. We'll get those in a minute. And now we get to the longest line ever. The most light sources in Minecraft. That's right, light level 15. And Minecraft's kind of weird. So some of these blocks, if you were to stand on them and use F3 in Java, are not going to say 15. But for the purposes of this video, if it produces a 14 next to it like that, it's a 15. Okay? It's just a 15. And I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. So cauldron filled with lava, that's a 15. A beacon, whether it's powered or not, is a 15. A regular lantern, 15. Redstone lamp, 15. Wax copper bulb, shroom lights, fire, and that's on netherrack so that it never and it stops burning. That's a 15. Lit campfires are 15s. Conduits, whether it's powered or not, is a light level of 15. 4. Sea pickles. Jack-o'-lanterns, 15. Or carved pumpkin, whichever you prefer. Glowstone by itself is a 15. 4. Glowstone in an anchor respawn point is a 15. A sea lantern, also a 15. And any of your frog lights are 15s as well. Alrighty. Now let's go over what I was going to say. So the F3 menu can't be trusted sometimes. For example, if we look at the F3 menu and we're on top of this block right here, it's going to tell us that the block level is 13, client light level 15, sky 15, block 14 right there. But if we go over to this block, it's going to say that the light is 14. Okay, there's one that's 15 up here. Let me go grab that. This one, 15. There we go. This one will show up as 15. So this one right here will show up as 15. The lantern itself shows up as a 15 under the F3 menu. However, as you notice, all of these are actually 15s. 14 here, 14 here, 14, 14, 14, etc. all the way down. Those are all 15s. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Then we have our honorable mentions, and these are our furnaces. Our honorable mentions are actually a light level of 13 when they are in use. So if we were to fire these up, they're going to produce a light level of 13 and then a 12 next to them. And that would be your smoker, your regular furnace, and of course the blast furnace. And just because I wanted to be thorough, your honorable mentions, when activated, redstone produces a light level of 9. That's right. So you could use chickens and have them walk back and forth and constantly activate your redstone as a light source. Don't know why you would. Don't really care why you would, but you might be interested in doing that. So let me get back around here. But as you can see, as we jump on it, that actually does light up, and now there's an 8 next to it. That one is not activated. So there's only a 7. It's only a 7. And as soon as that goes away, that's going to be a light level of 7 as well. As soon as it's no longer activated. Some interesting ways that light can be hidden. In Java Edition and Bedrock, you can cover that with carpet, let's say. And it's going to hide it. Like, oh, no, not if you do that, Tanar. Not if we do that. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and we're gonna put our lava back in. Let's go ahead and put our lava back in. Pretend I didn't do that. So if we put carpet there and then we attach the carpet over here like that, and then we break it like that, and as you can see, that light level did not go down. It's still 13 there and 13 there. Beautiful. So you can hide that light source. Now, you wouldn't want to use a regular carpet for lava that catch on fire, but on Bedrock, and unless they make a parity change, you can actually use a bottom slab, what I call bottom slab. And I did it again, but you can use a bottom slab like so, and it doesn't affect the light level. However, on Java, it does. As you can see, that's gone down to an 11 there instead of a 13. Yep. And the only reason this was still 13 is because we are getting the light from the beacon there. So it's now an 11. But on Bedrock, as of 1.21, you can actually cover it up with a bottom slab, just like so. There is also some other cool stuff that you can do. Like you can use stairs. And if you put it like that, you'll notice that it doesn't change the light level of the block there. So you can actually cover that all up like so and kind of make like a little corner light, right? So you got a 13 there. This would, and a 12 here. Get rid of that. You're still at 14. You're still at 12. But you can kind of hide your lights a little bit there. And that's just one of the ways that you can do it. on Java and Bedrock. And again, on Bedrock, you have a little bit more options because you can actually cover the top, and you're still going to have a light source up here on the top that's emanating out, which is kind of cool. I really wish that they had that in Java. Let's hope that the parity change comes to Java that direction. A lot of the times they're not doing that. They're taking stuff from Java right now and making it more so parity on the other side with Bedrock. However, we did get the boats that we can now pull with these. Yes, some love finally. I think that about sums up most of what these light sources can do and how you can do them. Frog lights, of course, their origin comes from frogs eating magma cubes. These sea lanterns are from guardians or, ancient temples and that kind of stuff. This is player craftable. All this stuff is either player craftable or you can get it in a regular survival, mostly with silk touch pickaxe. I'm hoping that this video was somewhat informative. I know it's probably a little bit long-winded, especially for all of you that know everything already about Minecraft. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Heck, even if you hate this video, go ahead and just give it a good old thumbs down. Everything can help. Everything. You guys have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next video.